Hi, welcome to Cards and Caps 716, Spuddy J18.
North Shore Fitted TJ here.
And we just want to make a short episode today. We kind of just got the news that there was an active shooter outside National Park. The citizens inside the park were told to remain calm, and I know that's pretty hard to deal with. So we wanted to bust open a few packs and just say that's that's a terrible thing that happened. Obviously, I don't like hearing about this stuff, so we're gonna be rocking Nats today. And TJ, take it away.
I just wanted to say that I'm so happy the law enforcement was so quick to respond and that no one was injured inside the park.
Amen.
It's just terrible that things like this happen nowadays.
Yeah, just I was sitting on my phone watching a couple videos. I Googled it, and I probably shouldn't have watched as many videos as I did because it got bad quick.
Yeah, I was watching the Red Sox Yankees and they interrupted the game to show us the feed from the Nats park.
So I'm opening up a mega box from Bowman. And there's a couple players, including Duran from the Red Sox, who got his first hit today as a Red Sox, and he scored a run as far as that game has gone so far today. So
yeah, it's rain delay again, so
we got Wander Franco.
Ooh, that's a nice one. That's his only rookie card right now, too, because it won't be until next year tops. Series 1.
Yeah. Robert Hassel. Julio Rodriguez. And Nick Gonzalez. This guy is supposed to be somebody. I'm not really sure who, what. And these mega boxes have these chrome packs in them, so there's 2 in every box. Mega boxes are going for insane money right now. If you find a mega box for normal price, you are gonna see some cheap prices. I got a Veen, Jason Dominguez. I believe that is my first of him. He's rather rare. Here we go. Rookie of the Year favorites, Christian Pache.
Yeah, he's down in AAA in Gwinnett for a while.
And speaking of Duran.
Ooh, another one? Oh, we finally pulled one?
Finally got one. And Mackenzie Gore.
That's another good one. He's a solid pitcher for the Padres. They're going to be.
I don't see Paddock really putting down the good innings that.
Well, Mackenzie Gore's a reliever, not a starter for them. That's what they've been gearing him for. This one's tight, this Nats cap I have. I haven't worn this one much. That's why. It's a Haiti, that's why.
Pena. My Haiti caps were insanely large.
This one's tight.
Martin.
Now it's better.
Ooh, 2 Bowman first here. Yolbert Sanchez and Mick Abel. Here. Just Yelly. All the veterans are pretty much the same. Once you start getting veterans, they're like all the same.
Well, yeah, Bowman doesn't have the rights to the logos too, right?
Yeah, they have the rights. So I'm like Donruss. I was in a card shop today and somebody asked me, what card pack should we choose? And I go, if you pick the Donruss, you're gonna be so disappointed. And they were like, why? And I go, because they don't have logos or anything. So we got a Bobby Dahlbeck. Rookie
Oh.
card. We'll start again in a sec. Oh shit. I think it's my lucky day here with Duran. Because now I just pulled the second one.
Nice. So want to be coming my way.
Yep. Junior Severino. And the Bowman first. The Bowman first is the more touted card in the set because it's a claim to be their first rookie card. Okay, so we got. It's nice to see a Trout in here, actually. So Kelbert Ruiz and Luis Patino. And it's nice of them to throw a Trout my way because he's pretty rare to see. Just to get him in there.
Mike.
Beater. A Gilbert Sanchez first. It's important to get that number 1 in that corner. This and Denzo Reyes first. And Ed Howard. These are the only cards where the prospects are wearing their big league uniforms. So no matter what you get, they'll be wearing whatever team it is. They'll be wearing Red Sox gear, Yankees gear, Brewers gear. So it's pretty cool that this set exists because without it, you might not know who the players are. So I really like the Through the Pipeline card. It features a single A guy, double A guy, and a triple A guy. Here's one of Vlad Jr. I didn't even know he was in this set. It's not special or anything, but is to me.
Yeah.
Aaron Sabato first. Keone Calico. Ooh, another first. Trent DeVoe. And that rounds out our Bowman. And I think these big leagues don't have much in them.
Yeah, I flipped my cap. I'm wearing the Padres, which are the other team that was in that Washington.
Parface.
This is the two-tone one, the 50th and 100th anniversary hat. Or not the split like Scarface.
And the first box I opened here has a Shohei. You can cut the card out of the box. And I've had better luck pulling Shohei boxes, so I bought all the Shohei boxes. So let's get it done. I'm pretty much only going to be calling out sweet rookies. Michael Kopech.
That's a good one. He's a former Red Sox prospect. He's a hard thrower. He was part of the Chris Sale trade.
Ooh, we got a cool one here. The Todd Father. Shohei Award winner. A Walker Bueller highlights. Number 33 out of a hundo.
Bueller's really fell off the last couple of years from his rookie year.
Yeah, it seems like he almost disappeared. They call him butane, and I was like, more like Like he could probably stir up a shitstorm, but that's about it.
He was good the year they made that World Series and lost the Red Sox.
Taylor Ward, third baseman, Angels. Not really sure who that is. These cards are so hit miss. If you get a Tatis or a PD, they're pretty much worth the whole box. So that's what I figured.
What do you think about the Angels drafting nothing but pitchers this year?
They probably needed it.
They drafted 20 pitchers.
Altuve.
They got to hit on at least one or two of them.
One or two, or maybe they'll make good Yankees in a couple of years. Or Red Sox, whatever. Depends if they want to grow a beard or not, where they're going to go. Maybe if they grow a beard, it's going to be Houston. If they don't, it's going to be the Yankees.
7 minutes to go. Bucks are up.
Here we go. Wall climbers, Yelly.
I like that powder blue jersey they wear.
That's one of my favorite ones, actually.
I love all the powder blue throwbacks.
Ooh, Kyle Tucker rookie. That's a good one.
Yeah, he's been a solid player for them.
You know, you get all the negative Nancy's about these cards, but I don't hear anybody complaining when they pull a Tatis rookie card.
I know. I think the market's a little oversaturated with Tatis rookies. I don't think they're going to be worth as much as people say they are, unless they're parallels, chromes.
Well, so
Like something
this particular, that's why I made a point about the Bowman first. But okay, so like this Michael Kopech is a blue parallel. But the normal ones are all like wood backgrounds. So you can see the difference between the two. And that's your bonus pack. So all your bonus cards there are blue.
the Greek drove to the hoop.
Just stab myself.
We got the ad one.
Greek. What's the score update?
112, 102, 6.5 to go.
This is the highest scoring finals game of the year so far then.
The over for it's 218. So get close.
I'm gonna
This
go.
game is going over.
Here you go. JD and Hank Aaron.
That one's cool. Rip to Hammer and Hank. It's sad that he passed away this last year. So many legends have passed away this last coming year. Bob Feller in the Cardinals, the man that lowered the mound. Or no, Bob Gibson, I should say.
Bob Gibson, yeah.
The man that lowered the mound. They're comparing this year with the spider tack thing to lowering the mound because pitchers had trouble adjusting to it.
Yeah. That's something, eh?
Ooh.
Stab myself.
Oh, that's forced. They're calling an offensive foul. Oh, he stepped out.
Yeah, but it kind of seems like when they raise the over under that like the game just naturally goes that way.
Well, the over for this game wasn't too bad. 218 is not bad for a finals game. Some of the basketball games, the overs were like 230, 240 when it was like If you bet on the Wizards, because the Wizards didn't play any defense this year, Nets
Oh, okay.
have really high overs. Funny enough, though, they hit them a few times.
Toussaint. Willie Adames wearing the old jersey.
Tampa Bay.
It's not a rookie card though.
Those Devil Ray jerseys up there, fire, those throwbacks the Rays been wearing.
They wanted $5.50 a jersey.
Yeah, Nike's crazy. I miss Majestic.
That was game used.
Who was the player?
To be honest, couldn't even tell you.
That's freaking crazy. It's not like a name player. Although we saw that Blue Jays, the Ryu jersey, that was like 1,600.
Dude, the Manoa jersey's 2,500. And he hasn't even won a game at home.
Nuts.
Just because he's a prospect, you want to talk about,
I've got it. Nah. Are you going to get the Bisons back after the Blue Jays return to Toronto in August?
I would rather have him. I would have rather had him the whole time almost.
Yeah. I don't know. I wonder if Toronto's going to allow fans.
Yeah, see, it might bite him in the butt,
Yeah, it'll zap their energy a little bit. And then the traveling's going to be more of a hassle, too.
I don't think it'll be too much of a hassle because they'll be flying out. But Kristen Stewart, yeah. No Alonzo's, no what do you call them? Tatis. So we got a couple minutes left in the basketball game here.
I can't wait for you to ship my Durham Bull Stranger Things. That cat like dope. You can see the metallic in the D too. Like a highlighting around it. The pictures on the website didn't do it justice. I'm glad you convinced me to get it.
It's not just about the TV show, I think, with this one.
Yeah, it's like the 80s, like a Miami Vice City colorway.
And I gotta pair it with the Vice jumbo shrimp, so I think it's gonna be a nice little looker. And I got those Donovan Mitchell Vices, but they're in the Spider Gwen. But the Spider Gwen, she wears Vice colors in her suit, so it's like a perfect fit. Because they're called the issue 2 Gwens, but they're Vice, 100% Vice. So let the nerd out. You know
me, superhero stuff isn't my jazz spot.
Speaking of the Jazz, Donovan Mitchell plays for the Jazz.
Last time I watched a superhero movie was Avengers, and I'm talking the original one.
Yeah, like 10 years ago.
Yeah. Well, didn't the Captain America movie come out after that?
No, it was before it.
That tells you how often I watch superhero movies.
Yeah, he was the first Avenger.
I think it was Ant-Man was the one I fell asleep watching on TV once. That'll probably be the most recent one I've almost seen, I should say.
Almost seen.
Well,
movies TJ has almost seen based on TV and real life events. Go.
Well, no, like I flip it on and I just pass out. like after work.
Yeah, that's how it happens, though. I don't blame you.
Doesn't keep my attention. It's just like boom.
You see, I after work, I just have a few drinks and get kicked from other hack groups.
LeBron James is at the finals tonight,
Cool.
which is he was playing.
That's the only way he's going to be getting to the finals from here on out.
I don't know about that. The Lakers could make some moves in the offseason. They need to get rid of Davis.
They just traded somebody yesterday to or they're talking about Damian Lillard
Yeah.
from the Blazers. And I was like, what a way to like just suck the life out of the West than to just, hey, want to join my team?
Well, the NBA as a whole, the new NBA has been tampering's been their big thing. And the soft fouls have been a big issue too for me. I don't usually watch a lot of basketball anymore because the way games are played now, it kind of is hard to watch. They take a lot of 3-point shots. They don't drive into the paint. When they do drive into the paint, they flop and do these little silly things to try to draw fouls. That's why Team USA was having so much trouble.
Yeah, I don't think it was all Kevin Love, as some other show I was listening to said. I believe it was Durant trying to shoot the three and he just couldn't sink it, kind of like what he did against the Bucks in Game 7.
His foot was over the line. It was just because he had such big feet. If he didn't have a hockey stick for a foot, he would have. The Nets probably would have been in here.
Coming out this fall, Kevin Durant with my 2 left feet.
Talk about a toxic locker room. They've got Kyrie Irving, who left Boston high and dry.
To join Team USA and sit on the bench because he tore his ACL or whatever.
Then they had James Harden, who was wearing a fat suit or something. There's no way he dropped like 40 pounds from Houston instantly when he went to Brooklyn.
It was just pen up weight.
Yeah. He was hitting the strip clubs and stuff down there, not like doing what he was supposed to be doing.
He was hitting the buffet at the strip club.
Hey, they got the best wings in town, breast and thighs.
you know. But let's just say.
Chris Middleton's having a good game, 24 points. Giannis has 24.
Dude, all day I was listening to ESPN radio and everybody's just like, if the Bucks win this series, they're only going to talk about CP3 and how he couldn't put the ball in. He's got no hands and he's got butterfingers. And I was like, I think it's a little bit more than that.
Chris Paul is still going to be a Hall of Famer regardless of this series. He's a 10-time All-Star, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year.
He was on that team that beat Nigeria by 80 points.
Well, the Basketball Hall of Fame is the easiest Hall of Fame to get into regardless anyway, as far as candidacy, because they take your college career and other things into account too. It's not like baseball or football where it's strictly the NBA. But even strictly NBA, he was such a talent that he'd get in.
Yeah, it is what it is. I don't think I think their Hall of Fame's kind of like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, where you kind of just have a great life and they put you in anyway.
Lots of Celtics in the Hall of Fame for basketball. Lots of Lakers too.
I mean, when you're around for 100 years, you should be the most touted.
Basketball hasn't been around that long, in the 40s and 50s.
Yeah, but when you're the 2 oldest teams, let's say.
Yeah. Did you know the Lakers started in Minneapolis?
I cannot give you those kinds of facts, but I know that we have a team up here called the Lakers, and they're right on the lake, so that makes sense.
No, they started in Minneapolis and they moved out to LA.
That would make more sense as to why they're called the Lakers. But
That's why they wear the MPLS throwbacks.
yeah, I would have not known that. But like, it almost feels like I feel like they ruined their history for like a couple of years just by having LeBron on there.
I'm not a LeBron fan. As a Celtics fan, I like to call him LeChoke.
LeChoke. You heard it here first.
Jordan never lost a finals. That's my argument as far as the greatest of all time. And LeBron's always had help.
Well, you know what they say in the superhero movies. Captain America had to pass his shield to Spider-Man at some point. So you know what I'm saying? Boom! The Avengers take over at some point. We're watching.
And we ran into LeBron a lot. The Celtics ran into LeBron a lot in the playoffs. Growing up, we chased him to Miami though for that super team because we had the big three with Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, and Paul Pierce.
And Ray Allen was also on the Bucks at one point when he was like 10.
Yeah, the beginning of his career. Speaking of Paul Pierce,
Hey,
like the authentic from the early 2000s.
before they got sponsored by G.
This was like the early 2000s. This is like the original Nike runway.
Oh, okay. They weren't even calling them swingmans back then, I don't think.
They did. They had the swingmans and they had the swingman rewinds. I have a swingman rewind somewhere. Let me grab it.
Oh, the rewind? That was the retro?
Yeah, that was like the retro, like their original. Like the cool thing about these throwbacks is the earlier stuff is it has it stitched still. Even the swingmans were stitched in the early 2000s, which is cool because they have little stitching to them. The authentics are completely stitched. That's why I have a couple of the authentics. I prefer no screen printing.
Yeah. Screen printing is for your breakaway Fanatics jerseys of the NHL, which don't look sublimated at all. The numbers look pretty crappy. I told somebody last week that they had the best fake Adidas jersey I'd ever seen, and then they showed me it, and it had the Fanatics tag on the bottom, and I said, "See, that's the problem."
Found it. It's Antonio Walker. So this was a throwback of like the Celtics jerseys from 1963.
Yeah.
It says
6'3", yeah.
You can tell this is the swingman because they use the tagging like XX large, or like they use like the standard tag, not the numbers.
They used to add like an extra X to one of the jerseys I had.
These fit big too. That's the other thing with these Nike Authentics from the early 2000s. They fit long and baggy.
Yeah. That was the style though.
Yeah, the era, like AI and all of them did that type of stuff. Still cool to have. I should say former player Kemba Walker wore number 8.
I was gonna say Kemba Walker, but I didn't want to be wrong.
He got traded to for our first round pick in the draft this year. Ooh, fuck.
See how that works out.
It's good to dump salary because he hasn't been able to stay healthy in Boston. Here's another early Nike Authentic I have for basketball. Vince Carter. This is the one that Mitchell and Ness keeps redoing now. But I got the OG one.
Yeah. The tags are just different.
This is the dunk contest jersey too. It's got that flash on the side.
Yeah.
I need Hat Club to do a pre-order on that Jays cap there for
the Jays crossover.
That would be fire. That
Or
combination.
they won't do it on the Jewel one.
Yeah. Oh crap!
Moon Rock. That's what it was called. Moon Rock. It was like
Come,
somebody like heard my thought and was like Moon Rock.
what was it? It's gonna come down to Giannis making a free throws. This ain't good. Oof. You see the Bucks bench cringing right now.
Yeah, they're so right now they got a guy who throws out $100 bills every time he has to make a free throw. And then that's about it. You got Middleton. Lopez has been low on the time. Just gotta exploit the last couple minutes here.
I do like the finals patch on these jerseys, but you can't get those retail on the back of the jerseys.
Oh, you can buy the patch that says not for retail. And if you look at the back of the patch, it'll say not for retail. Do not sew or iron on any jersey. And then you just put it right on your jersey.
Well, the back of the Nike jersey be on the back. You'd have to unstitch the NBA logo. If the Bucks were to win this series, I'd like to get a Giannis jersey. I want to try to find the Cream City edition.
You know what they're gonna do though is like the second I buy the earned edition jersey, they're gonna come out with some sweet like we're the champions jersey.
Yeah, the banner edition. That's what they call them.
Yeah, that one. See, I don't know all the names of all the NBA jerseys.
They have I like the city edition stuff. This is the hat for that from a couple years ago. So see what it says Cream City because Milwaukee has the most dairies in the country.
No, it's the thing is City Hall has cream bricks around it.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was because of the creameries in Wisconsin. In the
common misconception.
Hey,
So, it
was kind of controversial when they came out with that jersey because it literally says Cream City on the front.
I remember it all, but I still think Giannis is a very exciting player to watch, and you know, it
1 point game, 50 seconds. The Suns have had a 12-3 run in the last 2 minutes to be close. It's gonna come down to the final shot. Ooh, they didn't call anything on either of those.
Put it up real fast. I started looking up what fights were on. I wasn't even looking at the what's going on with this till about now.
I've been watching the last like 10 minutes. I got fed up with the Red Sox and I turned it on.
It was just rain delayed, right?
Yeah, and also they shouldn't have been playing, and that the Japanese pitcher we got from the Uramani Giants gave up 2 back-to-back jacks to right field. Or I probably hit one out in right field at Yankee Stadium, or you, because it's so short.
It is short porch. Just like Fenway.
One of my critiques with the Yankees lineup is they only have 2 lefties. Most of the teams that the Yankees have had that have won a World Series, they've been loaded with lefties to take advantage of that short porch and right. They need to. I believe the Yankees are still sellers, in my opinion.
I don't think they're buying. I want to see what happens with Chris Bryant here and apparently the Mets right now. Because I have a friend who said, I don't know who he was talking to or what news program he was watching, but Chris Bryant apparently to the Mets. I want to know where Trevor Story's going.
I'd like to see where if the Yankees are going to move on from Aaron Judge and reload with some prospects. That's going to be interesting to see because he's been the only one consistent enough that they can move. and he's on an expiring contract, and the Yankees haven't begun to talk about an extension with him because they're paying Garrett Cole and they paid Stanton. They're gonna lose Sanchez, but that's more a benefit to them at this point.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to keep Sanchez either.
I'd rather have that Japanese catcher play. Hideki.
Oh no, it was
I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
Coma, I think it was.
But he's a better defensive catcher and he makes the pitching work better. He's a better battery mate for.
I would butcher the crap out of his name, so I don't want to. I can fake my way through the Spanish names. It's the Japanese that I'm not going to give a go.
I try. If I butcher it, I butcher it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. I honestly didn't think this series was going to be this competitive. I thought the Suns were going to sweep.
Yo!
You know what I'm saying?
That was a sweet dunk. All right. So where you see all those people right now in Buck Square?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that?
Yes, I did. I'm a little ahead of you.
All right. Well, that little where everybody was like, yeah, that's where Town Hall is. And that's where all the cream bricks are. And that's why they have the cream court. So they have the one court that's a little more like cream colored. That's where that comes from.
Yeah, like how the Celtics had the parquet court.
So yeah, that's whoa. All right, this game's over.
I'd never say never. Until the final buzzer, you never know. It's happened before. It is refreshing to see two new teams in the finals. Other than LeBron, whether it be the Cavaliers or with the Lakers.
I mean, even if it was LeBron, I still think the Bucks would be equally competitive.
It depends on if Anthony Davis was healthy.
Yeah.
Davis can guard Antetokounmpo.
Then you had the Kawhi argument. Then you had the Anthony Davis argument. Every single series had if this guy was healthy, well, you pumped $40 million into his salary. Of course, he should have been healthy.
I don't know. Basketball is a long season, just like hockey or baseball, where injuries do take their tolls. And the Lakers do have the excuse they've had the shortest comeback time ever in NBA history, like where they basically won the championship. 2 months later, they're right back to playing after being in the bubble.
The Bucks are the only team to play in all 4 time zones, just like the Red Wings used to, even though they're in the Eastern Conference. And that's why they moved the Red Wings from the Western Conference in the NHL to the Eastern Conference. But now we got some shit show going on. So now that they only play in 2 time zones, it used to be all 4. They would play the Kings on a Sunday night and then have to play.
Custom jersey says Bucks and 6. That's hilarious. Someone has a custom jersey. You better hope they win it tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but Monday.
Well, you got Jared being like Bucks and 4,
Suns and 4.
Whatever.
This is going to be sad for the Suns fans because realistically, this is the last year that they can contend for a championship because they only have Booker locked up long term. DeAndre
Ayton you got
Chris Paul can opt out of his contract.
Booker's moving.
Booker's signed long term. They have Chris Paul can opt out of his deal, which he probably will because his contract was front loaded. where he's either going to sign a new deal with the Suns to stay longer, or he's going to move somewhere else.
He's
And
already 35.
but he wants to get paid. He's
I don't
carrying
know, man.
through
Up
this.
there, the Bel Air.
DeAndre Ayton's going to demand a supermax contract, so he'll be gone next year more than likely.
There we go.
Anyway, we should sign off because it's getting late.
All right, Milwaukee has won. They have taken a 3-2 series lead in the NBA Finals. That was Game 5. Go Bucks! I have a Bucks hat behind me, so let me get that in the shot. Boom.
Hold on, I got this dope one from Diallo. It's actually a pink bottom with the Eastern Conference patch.
That's what I like.
OG Wall. These are the two
All
Bucks.
right. And on that note, I'm Spuddy JT,
I'm North Shore Fitted.
and we are Cards and Caps. Good night.